Hey guys, I wanted to do something a little bit different for today's video, and this is something that I don't think that anybody has ever talked about before. Maybe like once or twice, but this is something that I rarely see ever talked about, and that's probably because it's kind of a silly topic to talk about. But today I'm going to be talking about the booster pack artwork of Sword and Shield versus Scarlet and Violet, and why I think that we should kind of go back to these actual illustrations. So, the first set that I think I saw in the Sword and Shield era that actually had illustrated like pack artworks was Battle Styles. So all these pack artworks are illustrated by Akira Gawa, and we're just going to be talking about the English pack artwork. Um, but in my opinion, like when I see this pack artwork, it gives me a lot more like kind of emotion. Like not just like because I don't really like seeing the 3D artwork. The 3D artwork is like whatever, but like there's nothing that's gonna beat illustrations like this. Like every single pack artwork has so much personality, it has so much character. I like the colors of battle styles, like the red and blue. It's pretty cool. But just like the pack artwork, like, even compared to the Japanese set, so like this is single strike master in Japanese. Um, but compared to the English pack artwork for Battle Styles, I think it's way better in English, honestly. I think it just looks more dynamic, it looks more interesting, it just looks more hand illustrated. Same thing with Chilling Reign. We got Akira Gawa doing the pack artworks again, but their illustrations are just fantastic. Like the shading that they use is just so great. It makes you really get the vibe of Chilling Reign. Like it's just like I wouldn't mind ripping packs of this and just like admiring the artwork at the same time. Same thing with Evolving Skies, illustrated by Akira Gawa. But hey, they're not all done by Akira Gawa. Most of them, like these three sets are like when alternate arts were introduced, and then you get like this very like majestic vibe. Like Battle Styles, Chilling Reign, Evolving Skies, they all have a similar vibe. Same with Fusion Strike. These are like some of the first pioneers of the alternate artworks, and it's like sure, people care about like how the booster box looks and how the ETB looks and stuff like that, but like I really care just like about how the packs look. Because if I'm gonna be opening the booster packs, of the set, I want the booster packs to look at least nice. And these ones look fantastic. I mean, just like I'm kind of going through these pretty quickly, but and then we move on to the Anisaki Dynamic illustrated booster pack artworks, and I think these are just as good. Honestly, they're just as good illustrated, and they're not 3D artworks, they're not like rehashed 3D artworks. We're going through the good right now. We're gonna get to the Scarlet and Violet booster pack soon enough. But there's just something special about like these booster pack artworks that evoke like natural feeling. Even compared, so like let's look at the Arceus pack artwork from Brilliant Stars, and it's just like so nice. The color, the yellow, it's like the flames, and like it just looks really like special and unique. There's so much character to it. And even the Japanese booster pack artwork is kind of lackluster comparatively, in my opinion. And it's not like I dislike the 3D artworks. It's just like we see so much 3D artwork in the Pokemon TCG. I just really love these like actually illustrated artworks by artists like Akira Gawa and Inazaki Dynamic. And we wouldn't really see these for a long time. Like these kinds of artworks, and I mean, the Dialga pack artwork is like one of my favorites in the Sword and Shield era. It like covers up the name of the Pokemon TCG. It's like there's like sparkles in the background and like little blotches of white that fly off of the Pokemon. It looks really, really cool. Same with the Palkia as well. But even like I said, even compared to the Japanese sets, I think that the English sets look much crisper. This is like a very, very high quality image, so it's gonna look a little bit better than the English ones because the English ones I don't think are as high quality. But I really love these illustrations by Anisaki Dynamic and the illustrations by Akira Gawa. Look, okay, this is a better, like render of the illustration. Look, I mean, just like even a Pokemon like a Namorous can look pretty cool on a booster pack artwork if you really give it enough time to shine. Look at the Zoroark. The Zoroark looks really nice. The Giratina looks fantastic as well. I mean, it's just like these illustrations really cannot be beat, I don't think. Um, it's something very special in my opinion. And the booster pack artwork for the Japanese set Lost Abyss does look pretty cool. But I do prefer the actual illustrations. And then our final set I'll be talking about here is Silver Tempest. So you got the 11 Vulpix, the Lugia, and then the two Regis. So I don't know. There's just something about this artwork that kind of invokes like more feeling. This is a topic that I've literally never seen anybody talk about, but it's important to me. It's just like I felt like we were so spoiled by like the fantastic artworks of the Sword and Shield era, like these really beautiful booster pack artworks that we would rip for days and days. And let's move on to Scarlet and Violet so I can kind of illustrate my point. So this is the Gyarados pack artwork. Terra Gyarados, I mean, yeah, it looks fine. I mean, I guess it's not like offensive or anything. Here's the Koraidon, and here's the Miraidon. Like they're not terrible, right? I'm not gonna sit here and complain about them and say that they're like terrible. Um, but honestly, compared to these like actually illustrated, artworks, it's just a little bit different. It hits different in my opinion. And like I said, these are not bad 3D renders by any means, but in my personal opinion, I feel like we were really spoiled. And the thing is like the Japanese sets for Paldea Evolved, they kind of had like a little bit more going on in them. They have multiple Pokemon, they'd have like these like reflections. You have like a nice like sky in the background. It just feels like I said, we were just very spoiled by these beautiful pack artworks by Anosaki Dynamic and Akiragawa. And it just continues. Even in 151, I think 151 is an absolutely stellar set, and I'm not going to hold it against it. I think this would look even better if it was like an illustration of the Mew on the pack, you know? Paradox Rift, same issue, all 3D illustrations. And like I said, I don't mind the 3D illustrations. They're perfectly fine and they're perfectly serviceable. I would open booster packs of both, but I'm just saying there's something about the vibe that the Sword and Shield booster pack artworks give off that's just something special. And it's just different, I guess. It just makes it feel different. It makes it like it gives it a different vibe. This is like one of the parts that adds to like the separation of Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet is just like we used to have these beautiful booster pack artworks that we really took for granted here. Um, but also, I just wanted to mention the fact that they have done illustrated booster pack artworks in the past. So a lot of them are 3D generated, but we also had the Heart Gold and Soul Silver era that brought us these beautiful illustrations. I think those ones are by Tokia, if I'm not mistaken. It's either Tokia or Koei. I know Koei worked on a lot of them. Yeah, like these ones are by Koei for sure. Um, and then we had them in Daunted. These ones are definitely by Koei as well. And then Triumphant. It's just like, in my opinion, there will always be something super special about illustrated like booster pack artworks. It just makes it so much more unique. It makes it more so much more special. Like like we would also have these ones in Plasma Blast that were completely illustrated, and it's like it gives it a completely different vibe. It makes it like more special and more unique because anybody can throw a 3D illustration of a Pokemon onto anything, but if you give an artist the ability to like kind of put themselves out there, then it's like it just feels different. And like I said, no hate towards any of the 3D illustrators that worked on these booster pack artworks. I'm sure they're wonderful people, but I just prefer the illustrated booster pack artwork. And yeah, that's my silly little rant. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.